All right, guys, welcome to the Rise and Prime Show. We have Miss Chyna Simone here. She is our special guest. She is the first guest in Rise and Prime Show history. Chyna, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm great. I'm excited. We're doing this. You are the CEO and owner of three businesses. Can
hmm
you tell us what these businesses are?
well, I have my main business, which is made in China. That is a
Hmm.
hand clothing line
Hmm.
that I have. I also have a home decor business, which is an
Yes.
extension of that. Home decor falls into clothing, so I decided to do that as well. Also, am a face painter. I go by Miss China's face painting, and I
Yes.
paint for kids' parties. I do some Halloween looks too. So, you know.
Oh my gosh, guys, check her out. She is a model. She is like the female Jay-Z, guys.
Oh,
So,
stop,
yes,
stop
I'm gonna
it.
gas you down, hun. I'm just so I'm just gonna talk a little bit about me and China's relationship. God, I mean, how we started and where we're at now, it's fantastic. I still am a customer of Made in China, but it started out, guys, when I wanted clothing to express myself. I wanted clothing to, just say who I am. And, me and China have been followers for some time. Everybody's, in a loop in Union County and stuff. And so, I saw her clothing. I saw that she put her art and her creativity on clothing, and she really took her time with it. And I was just like, well, these pieces of clothing and these garments, these look great. So I was just like, no, let me DM her. Like, I need something that I like. Let's go. So I DM'd her. We talked about it, and I think the amazing thing was like I feel like, and I'm wearing the hoodie right now, guys. I'm wearing the hoodie. You guys will see it in the episode. I'll put it up so you guys can see the whole full thing. But it just made me happy because she's just a creative visionary, and I don't really have to tell her to do very much. I told her to put Prime on it, guys, with like a Basquiat crown in it, and then after that, I just said, "Listen, can you just make the gayest hoodie ever?" And she was like, "Listen, give me a week, I got you." And then thus came this hoodie, but thus started a relationship, and the fact that we were able to collab on that, and she was able to bring my vision to life through her vision, and that collaboration right there was very big to me, and thus we just kept clicking. And I think what was big, it wasn't just like I was her customer. The energies were right, and the fact that the energies were right created this really great friendship we have today. And I'm just so thrilled to have met her and known her, guys. It was just like meant, from the universe. It was just a sign, and that alignment there just transcends me. So that's just a little bit about our relationship. Honey, I love you very much, by the way. I just want to say that.
I'm so happy that you came into my life. Like, there's just, like, Amir is the type of person, he randomly sends me text messages telling me, like, how great I am and how proud of me he is. Like, it's just amazing. Like, the vibes is just always there. Like, I can go to him and talk to him I want to. I brought him around my friends. My friends love him. My family loves him. Like, it's just a beautiful connection that we built off of the strength of doing business.
Yes. Yes. I mean, listen, I'm the type of person, well, not really, like, because, listen, like, I loved her and her brand so much. Like, I would just come out and just do promo, right? I would just do promo for her. And I would just sometimes just spend time, like, what can I do? What can I do for her today? Out of the kindness of my heart. Like, there was no, like, transaction, oh, I'm doing it for, hey, $20 a promo. Like, it was no kind of transaction. It was just, like, at the kindness of my heart. Because I truly believe in her. I truly believe just in her direction, and the fact that she just really goes hard, guys. We're gonna get into it though, but she just really works her ass off. She always calls herself a workaholic, but a lot of people call themselves stuff and don't truly embody it. And I feel like she truly embodies, the idea of a workaholic and stuff like that. So, guys, let's do it. I'm excited. Let's get into this. First of all, before we start though, like, how's COVID been for you though? Like, I feel like we have to get that out the way. I feel like how's your pandemic been for you?
This panoramic.
This panoramic.
this um this pandemic for everybody who's going through it was an eye-opener. I feel like it was an eye-opener for a lot of people, like we've never been through something like this. Like we read about it in history books and stuff, but we never really been through nothing like this. And it's like for us to experience this, like for one day, you used to be at work and then the next day, like everything just shuts down, like all of
Right.
America shuts down, all of like the whole USA, like everything just shut down. And I feel like it was a big eye-opener because we were so used to being around people. We had to go from being around like hundreds of people to
Right.
one person in the house, or whoever's in your household. You were stuck in a house with them. And with me, it was me and my mom. We were stuck in the house for a couple months. We didn't go anywhere. We got a hookah. We got
Right.
some wine. We got some food, and we stayed in the house. We didn't really go anywhere. We didn't interact with nobody. But like, mentally, that kind of drives you a little crazy. And
Right.
I feel like a lot of people mentally suffer from depression this year. A lot of people mentally suffer from anxiety this year. Like, it's just a lot of things that happened this year that I feel like it was just an eye opener. And I worked throughout COVID. I worked from home. Up until the summer, I lost my job, and I feel like that was the biggest eye opener for me because for one, COVID, thousands, millions of people lost their jobs.
Right.
And I feel like people felt secure where they was, and people were working at jobs for years, and they just let them go. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like, no type of like. I just feel like me being my own boss is bigger than just me making income. It's me making security for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't working. All I had was my business. All I had was my hustle. So I had to go harder than I normally go because that's what was paying my bills. That's what was feeding me, putting food on the table for me. That was what was getting me by. So I feel like a lot of people need security now. Like this pandemic, COVID, I feel like it taught me security. It taught
Mm-hmm.
me how to provide for myself without having a job. It taught me a lot. So I just this
Yeah.
year been crazy.
Yeah.
It's been crazy.
Yeah. Did it so from that experience, like, did it make you grind harder? Like, what, like like, think about this, like the positivity, like that had to come out of that, regardless of the pandemic and all. Was that like, okay, like you felt like, okay, I lost my job and now, like all I have is my businesses now. Like, did it make you grind harder? Was it like a different chip on your shoulder after going through all of that?
Yeah, definitely. It was a whole different shift. Sometimes things happen for a reason. I feel like I wasn't meant to stay at that job. I was
Mm-hmm.
stuck with it. So I felt I mentally just wasn't fit for that job anymore. It was my time to go. It was time for new doors to open. I feel like it made me grind so much harder because there's so much money there. It's so much money to be made, and if you sleep on yourself, you will never see that money. And I feel like I've been sleeping on myself. Working a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with that. I have a 9 to 5 again now, but it limits you. Like it takes away all your time. Like you go home, you work, you come back home, and like you're tired. You don't want to do anything for yourself. You don't want to work on your businesses. And I feel like that's what it taught me. Like it taught me to grind harder. And I was working. I was putting my all into my businesses that whole entire time. I started learning new crafts. I picked up new things. I started expanding my business. I actually opened my Made in China home when I lost my job.
Mm.
The day I lost my job is the day all my inventory came in. I said, "Look at God."
Look at God, right?
God. I just feel like it was just my time to go. It was time for new opportunities. It was time for me to look grow into my full potential as a
Mm-hmm.
person. And I feel like I have grown a lot. I have learned a lot. I have taken on new tasks and what's the word for it? I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Listen, the excitement, the energy, I feel it all from you. I was like, that makes me so happy that you were able to bounce back mentally, because listen, losing your job, that's not something easy. I had to go to that earlier in the beginning of the year. Like me losing my job, and then figuring out like, damn, what do I have? Like, and the thing is like, you know, I didn't have, I don't, you know, I don't have like a side business to rely on and different stuff like that. So I had to just figure it out and navigate it. And I just kept, you know, just keeping the faith and trust in myself and in the higher power and just everything that I was, you know, knew I was going to build. I said, all right, you know, lost my job. If I, you know, I have the decision to be depressed about it, you know, be negative about it, or I can laugh and smile every day and just strive to like, let's get back on our feet. And look where we're at now, the Rise and Crime show. So I think we're doing well. We're both doing well. So everybody has their little, you know, little story that goes here and then here. So so that's amazing. That's amazing. So Chyna, tell us a little bit about yourself. Not even a little bit. Just if you want to go as deep as possible, you know, on this show, we want to just like, what's up? We want to break you down and we want to dissect you. I don't want to make you sound like you're a specimen, but but tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, what do you want to know?
Well, listen, what kind of person are you? What is your horoscope? I mean, like, what sign? Who is Chyna?
I'm a Cancer girl.
Right.
Gemini rising.
Mm-hmm.
The moon. I'm very emotional.
Very emotional. Yes.
My mood swings are a little OD sometimes, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little crazy. I'm a very passionate person. I'm a very positive person. Like I'm not really a negative person. I try to make the best out of every situation. I try to be the positive person in every situation. I do get my moments where it's like, don't get me fucked up.
Right.
Don't get me fucked up.
Like,
Because,
don't try it. I'm kind, but what's up?
yeah, you know, like, but that don't mean I can't, you know. So it's like, but I'm a very positive person. I try to stay away from drama. I like positive conversations. I like looking at the moon every night. I'm a very big moon person. Um, yeah, I'm like very into the universe. I'm very spiritual. I like to sage every Sunday.
Me too. Me too.
Like I'm very big on energy and just
Yes.
I'm just a very I'm not gonna say outgoing because I can be really shy, but it depends on the crowd. Sometimes I walk in and I'll be the party, and sometimes I walk in and I'll be like, I don't know, I want to go,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But other than that, I'm a very happy-go-lucky, positive person to be around. You know, I grew a lot from when I was younger. I used to
Oh.
be
Mm-hmm.
very angry. Yeah, just trying to fight everybody. I wasn't as positive as I am now. So if you was my friend back then you know, like I was probably really mean and I was still shy. I was still like a cute little girl, but like if you knew me, I was kind of mean.
Mm-hmm.
So but I'm not like that no more. So, you know, this is the new and improved Chyna.
Yes, that is what's up. Well, like, if you had something, any advice you would give your younger self, what would you say to your younger self? Because I love, you know, you say you used to be this way and then now you're this way, but you know what I get from that is growth, right? And that growth from like, because listen, we all had our times where we're just like, what the hell were we doing? You know
Right.
what I mean? Why were we thinking this way? But I think we have to go through those moments to be able to ascend to where we are now and to keep doing it. So, what would you say to your younger self?
It's gonna be okay.
It's
You're
gonna be
not gonna be in this situation forever.
good, good, okay. What also? What does it mean to be a Cancer? Like, what does it mean to be a
Ooh,
Cancer?
Cancer. We're very feisty, very
Mm-hmm.
lovable,
Mm-hmm.
very, very emotional. I cry about everything. There's two types of every signs though. I know some cancers that are really evil.
Oh my gosh, that's not good. Oh my gosh.
No. A lot of people just they don't want to deal with us, which I don't
Right.
know. Like we're like the most loving sign. I feel like us falling in love with you is a plus. It's a win. I feel like we're like very giving. I'm very giving. Like I like to spoil my partner with love, affection, and gifts. I'm I'm the type to send like long paragraphs and shit. Like, I'm just very like very lovable, and I feel like a lot of people can't handle that because a lot of people are very closed off and standoffish. So yeah, that's a Cancer for you, and we're
Right.
very like, fun too. We're very
Right,
fun.
because when I think of Gemini, I love some Geminis that I personally know. But when I think of Geminis, I think of this way and that way. You know what I
And
mean? So
personalities, I would say I have that trait because I could,
I do too.
uh, you know, yeah, like I could flip really quick. It's a little crazy. They do have different personalities. I could say I have a lot of Geminis in my life.
Mhm.
Um, so I feel like I've dealt with every type of Gemini, and I feel like Geminis they have different personalities. I feel like they love really hard. When
Mhm.
they love you.
Oh
They're
yeah.
very overprotective. Some are sneaky. Some are really sneaky. The stairway or the highway.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh. You know what?
Don't put a Gemini. You ain't gonna win.
Oh god, you guys, it's got to be the right situation, guys.
I learned my lesson.
Oh my gosh, that is yes, that is if that's not the truth, I don't know what is. Geminis, we still love you, okay? We don't want to scare you guys away. Welcome here on the show, okay? But some of you just, you know. All right. So, China, um tell us about like how did Made in China come about? Like how did the brand and everything like, just come out?
Made in China. Ooh. So when I got to high school, I had an art teacher, and I was already into art. I was already into fashion. Like since 13 going on 30 came out, I knew I wanted to work in some type of fashion field. I just couldn't figure it out. My sister, she like I looked up to her like when I was younger because she used to just dress her ass off, and I used to be like, I need that outfit. I used to
Right.
go to the closet, steal her clothes, and wear her outfit. She would be so mad at me. But she was so inspiring. Like a lot of my mood boards, I have my sister on it because she's a fashion icon. She'd be a celebrity. She's
Mm.
on the carpet. But anyways, back to so when I went to high school, I had an art teacher and she taught me how to really draw.
Mm.
And my school, we kind of didn't learn. I'm not gonna say we didn't learn a lot. Most of our classes were art classes. So I learned how to paint. I learned how to draw. I learned how to I learned how to do ceramics.
Mm.
I know it has another word for it. I can't think of it right now.
Mhm.
Um, but I learned a lot. And after that, I only wanted to go to one school, which was the Art Institute of Philadelphia, because my sister went there. So I applied for there and I got accepted. I went there with an art grant and I went there for fashion design. That's when everything kind of started coming together. I learned how to sew. I learned a lot there as far as like, just like the whole fashion industry and I fell in love. Like my first week going to school I interned for Oscar de la Renta.
Ooh. Okay.
I for a lot of people don't know this. I interned
Wow.
for De La Renta, Anna Sui. I did Fashion Week. So, I got a lot under my belt.
Yeah, you do. You got a whole resume, hon. Okay.
I learned a lot from going there. Unfortunately, I didn't finish. The school shut down. I wasn't going back to school. It
Mm.
wasn't for me. So I tried to figure out what I wanted to do that involved both art and fashion,
Mm.
and that's when I came up. At first, it was CS by Chyna Simone. I didn't know what to call it. I didn't really like the name, but then one day, somebody was like, "Well, why don't you just call it Made in China?" And I'm like, you know what? That, that's really catchy. So
Very.
that came up with Made in China. My little slogan is where art meets fashion. 'Cause,
Hmm.
a mix of art and fashion. Both of my loves.
Yes. Yes. Well, listen, like that, I think the amazing thing about that is, right, even though with your, school, shutting down, you turned this into an idea and you took all from what you learned and you turned it into a business. What I love to see in just period, for women, you guys are taking it upon yourselves to be in charge and to take the initiative to be your own CEOs. And and we're seeing a rise of that, right? We're seeing everybody having their own businesses. So I just think it's awesome, right? Because, it's about time we move away from that traditionalist, like, stigma of, women, they can't be in charge, or they're not in charge, or they're the assistant, or they're this. Like, I love to see you guys just, like, you got just some, like, to embody a boss ass bitch, to be a boss ass bitch and just run your own shit. And, like, that's what I love about, like, female energy. That's what I love, and that's amazing. That is really amazing. Um, so basically, um, you have Made in China Home too,
Yes.
and you have Miss China's face painting. So what was the process of, like, starting that? How did that come by? I know you said it, it came out through the pandemic, but what was the beginning mindset of creating those businesses?
Um, I had Miss China State painting before I had anything.
Mm-hmm.
That started when maybe I was in like high school. I didn't have a name for it.
Mm-hmm.
I was working for the YMCA, and they used to ask me to face paint, and I already, but the face paint they used to give me was kind of raggedy. So, like, I started using my own face paint. I started investing in my own supplies, and I just started doing parties. And over the years, I got better, and I was just like, I'm really good at this.
Right.
And it's a lot of money in face painting. So
Yeah.
I started doing parties, and here we are. But Made in China Home, I was trying to expand my business because it's really hard. I'm not gonna say it's really hard, but I hand make everything, so it's a process. I wanted something. I wanted to expand my brand, but I wanted it to be like something I didn't have to make.
Right.
But Made in China Home, one day I was just laying in bed, and I was just like, home decor. I love home decor.
Right.
I already make paintings. That's like home decor, So I'm like, I'm gonna do home decor. And
Wow.
my mom, I'm like, I think I want to do home decor because my mom loves home decor. So I was just like, Made in China Home. And that day, I just started working on my inventory. I started working on my Instagram page. I just started working, and I just fell in love. Like, I plan for Made in China Home to go really far. So this is only the beginning. So I just can't wait to see where this is gonna be in a couple of years. I have so much in store for this.
Yes, me neither. I love how you're able to blend your passions in your business. So
Yeah.
in a sense, it's like it doesn't feel like work, does it? Does it feel like
Oh,
work to you?
no.
No, not at all. Like because I know on your Instagram, I mean, it just seems like every moment of just when you got the paintbrush and you're creating a new garment, a piece of clothing for somebody. I just think that like I just feel this energy that comes from you, and that you just love everything you do from top to bottom, and that's amazing. That's
I
amazing.
I make every piece that I make with love. And I hate when people rush me on pieces. I
Talk
said
about it. Let's
all
go. Talk
the time.
about it.
I need to talk about it because people people don't understand. If you rush an artist, you will get shitty work. You work because they're not putting love into it. I mean, it's not about the painting. The painting process is not the part that takes a week or two. It's the thought process. I have to think about this. I have to think about exactly how I want to proportion it, exactly what I want to put on it, what I want to put on the arms, what I want to put on the front, what I want to put on the back, especially when people ask me to freestyle stuff. So it's a process, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. They just think, you just make clothes, like you could just come up with these ideas. You have to think about it.
Right.
It's a whole thought process,
Right.
and I feel like people need to understand that when they're buying from artists or, people who make clothes. Like, it's a thought process.
Right.
It's a thought process.
Right. Exactly. They just listen. We artists need more respect.
Yeah.
Okay. Like respect the process, please. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you're able to get that out. I know you've expressed it a little bit, but I'm glad you did on this platform right here. So for all those who are watching and you guys are interested in her businesses, please do not rush her. Okay, please give her all the respect in the world, or I'm coming for you and finding your address.
I love
All right, or I'm like, so what's it like managing all these businesses? Like what is like? How do you do it? How do you do it, Chyna? How?
um it's really all time management because I do work a full-time job and I also do intern. So I'm basically working two jobs and running three businesses.
Mhm.
Um, I just make time for everything. Sometimes I'm really low on energy. I'll get an energy drink. That's not healthy. I
Mhm.
wouldn't recommend. But sometimes I have to stay up till like 12 a.m. when I get off just to complete certain things. It's hard for me to meet customers, so I do like to put stuff in my mailbox for them or sit stuff in their mailbox so that way I can do it on my time or when I'm going from A to B. A lot of people, I do want to say a lot of people don't respect my time.
Mhm.
Um, when you run a business, when you're a small business owner, I just feel like your time is very limited, especially when you're trying to get yourself together. You need
Right.
time. You still have to work a full time job. You still have responsibilities. It's not like you just have all this free time.
Right.
People don't respect that. They think you're just available all day, whenever. People have you waiting. Like, it's just I just feel like business owners' time, small business owners' time needs to be respected a little bit more.
Right. There you go, guys. You heard it here first. Like, first of all, our first guest in Rise of Prime Show history is like just spitting facts. So listen to everything that comes out her mouth. Okay. Did COVID affect the your businesses anyway? Did it affect the process of your businesses in any kind of way?
Just the materials.
Hmm.
First was very low on paint. They were very low on products, so like it was hard for me to get paint. I one time I had to go to three different towns just to find white paint.
Wow.
Three different stores in Jersey just to find white paint
Oh my gosh.
products.
Oh my gosh.
So
That is quite a process.
yeah, but other than that, as far as the business flow, I feel like the business flow came in a little more during COVID because a lot of people were sitting at home and they were online shopping. Like,
Right.
so, that's pretty much it.
Okay. What tips would you give to anybody who's trying to manage their business in this pandemic? Like, what tips would you give to them
Um,
if you have any?
oh, I feel like a lot of people. It's very hard to have a social life, run a business, and work.
Right.
That drinking will drain you. So if you know you have responsibility and you know you have to get shit done, I would recommend going. I wouldn't recommend drinking because the next morning you wake up and you feel. And I'm a party. I like to go out a lot. I like to drink with my friends, but I caught my biggest downfall with time management
Hmm.
was partying in my house and trying to wake up the next morning and do all the work that I had to
Wow. Yeah. 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 That has to be a lot. I mean, because like, listen, I feel like us artists, us creators, are naturally party animals. We like to turn
do.
up. You know what I mean? Because we work so damn hard. Like to like because you guys know I do film. I write. I direct and do all that stuff. And even that's a process, guys. Do you guys even know how the process of trying to create characters and create a story and put them together and then put them through
Right?
film and then
That's all.
direct actors? It's a lot, right? And so, and everything that China does is a lot. Three businesses. So, we need a break. You know what I mean? We need a break. Whether we need to get a joint out, whether we need to sip on whatever. Yeah, guys. So, yes, because like I'm just thinking in my head, like The balance though is important though, and I think that's a little bit what you're
Balance.
trying to talk about, just to have the balance.
The
Right, we
balance.
got to have the balance, and we
Yeah.
do. Okay, we're doing fine, guys. We're doing fine. So let's go to a different avenue.
Uh,
Um, let's go to a different avenue, right? Your Instagram. You met RuPaul. First of all, you met Auntie Ru.
yeah. Auntie Rue.
Oh my gosh, what was that like, China? What was that like? What was that
Uh,
experience like? Where did you meet RuPaul at?
so I went to Fashion Week last
Hmm.
year. I'm so sad because we didn't have one this year.
Right.
Last year it was really amazing. I actually went to the whole Fashion Week by myself. I took my best friend with to me with one of the shows, but the last no, the second to last show I went to RuPaul's Drag Con, and I
Ooh.
never did. So when I walked in, like I said, I'm big on energy. It was I forget where it was. It was at a big convention center. When I walked in, I just seen all the drags, and I was just so
Ooh.
amazed. I
Yes.
like so fun. And you like I was with somebody. The way I was just moving around, like I was just like so. I was just one of those people who was walking in New York, like
Right. You went there alone.
I went there alone.
Wow. Wow. What was
Yeah,
that like? Were you like, dang, like I could have had something like how did it go? Like how
it
did
was
being alone?
amazing. I was on my own time. It
Right.
was amazing. Like I met some of the queens that was there. I watched the whole entire show by myself. Like I was just so hyped. I learned how to dance on a pole when I was there.
Oh.
I was there interacting with everyone. And like I said, I'm a Cancer, so I can either be very social or I could be very shy. But I just felt like I was in this really great environment. It
This
was
element.
and it's crazy because I have bad anxiety, and they were letting people on the stage with RuPaul while he was DJ, and I'm just like,
Wow.
I'm feeling the energy. I'ma just go up.
Yes.
I went
Yes.
up there.
Conquer that anxiety. Yes, China.
Up there, they started playing Beyonce. I was dancing with strangers I didn't know. We was all just dancing on stage. It was amazing. RuPaul was there. He was dancing with us.
Oh my.
It was so amazing. It was a beautiful event, and I would definitely go back when this whole COVID, it's
I want to go. I'm
yeah,
going.
come with me. You should come
Definitely.
with me. I
Oh,
think
definitely.
you're gonna love it. You're
Oh
gonna
my gosh. I mean, the experience being there and just RuPaul, China, you're doing some amazing things. You're doing well, sweetie. What did Kim Kardashian's mom say? You're doing good, sweetie. Oh my gosh. So what is your connection to the LGBT community? Like what is you and LGBT? What is this? What is the centeredness, the wholeness, the alignment?
well, I am a lesbian, so
Oh, how did that feel?
huh?
How did that feel to say that? What is
It's
it like?
good. It feels good. For 10 years, I've struggled with my sexuality. I did date guys
Mhm.
and girls at the same time, but for most of my life, for most of those 10 years, I had my relationship with girls. So you would never know that I was in a relationship with a girl unless you were like close to me
Mhm.
or you were around me.
Mhm.
Um, but I was bisexual at first. I tried the whole man thing. A lot of people be like, oh, but she dated men. How could she be lesbian? And it's just like, they didn't do it for me. You know,
Right.
I mean, I find men attractive, but emotionally, I'm just not connected to them anymore.
Mhm.
Um, not there for me. And, I love women. I just,
Oh wow. Yes, yes. Um, so like, what was the first moment you felt an attraction to a woman? Like, what was that first moment you just said, "Oh, God, I think I like this," or yeah,
uh,
walk us through that.
it was eighth grade.
Eighth grade, nice.
Yeah,
That's when
eighth.
we were all blooming.
Um, that's when I had my first girlfriend, but she was a stud. So I made this excuse where I was just like, he looks like a guy, so I'm not really into girls still. So
Mhm.
it's like it's just like it's just a one time thing,
Right.
I'm try it, I was young, so I didn't think it was gonna last anyway.
Mhm.
Like he looks like a guy, so it doesn't really count.
Right.
And after that, I started dating another stud, and I was like, okay, Chyna, what's going on with you? You can't keep making excuses. And then, I started dating girly girl, and I'm like, okay, bitch, you're gay.
Well, right. At that point, it's like when you go to girly girl, it's like, nah, like you
Bitch, you're
full
gay.
full on.
So, yeah, I really love women, and it's been a long road. I just came out this year, and I feel so free because I feel like people don't know what it's like. I feel like people think it's easy to come out, but it's hard. It's
Right.
really hard. So here I am.
So you came out to your family, right?
Yes, I did.
What was that like?
Um, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. My parents were a little like at first, but now my mom is just like, she see a guy looking at me, she just be like, my daughter's gay, and I just be like, yeah, mom, that's the energy I'm talking
She
about.
loves her baby. She
Love,
loves her
love
baby.
daughter.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And what about your dad? How did
Yeah,
that go?
I came out to my dad on his birthday. It maybe wasn't the best thing I should have did,
Hmm.
but he still loves me. Dads are a little less understanding, so he took it kind of hard, but nothing changed. Our relationship is still the same. That's still my dude. That's still my best friend. So you know,
That's your guy. So
that's my.
any like do you have any like any tips do you have, not even tips, like anything you have to say for anybody who is like thinking about coming out, is scared to come out, what advice would you give to them?
Be free.
Mhm.
We're entering the age of Aquarius. A lot of generational curses are dying. Now is your time. Now or never. I feel like don't hold on to it. And the sooner you get it out, the sooner you can get over the whole process of people. And I just feel like we live in a world where everybody is more accepting. Like when I was younger, 10 years ago, it wasn't really that many people. Like I would go to school and people would just judge you for God. And now I feel like it's normal. It's normal. So I just feel like now is the time. Don't be afraid. There's a whole community that will support you and back you, and we're just here. I feel like we're all here for you. So,
Right. And do you think the world is being more accepting of the LGBT community?
yes, I do. I do. I mean, some people still have their, but I feel like it's just everywhere now. I just feel like we're just out and nobody can stop us, and we're taking over. You know.
Right.
So
Absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned the age of Aquarius, guys. I'm gonna get into that on an episode, but it's time for the old traditionalist ways of thinking of our society to die, and to shed that skin and to welcome the new and the new ways of thinking. And that's a big part of it,
yeah,
accepting people for who they are, and many other things. I'm glad you brought that up. This is our spiritual connection, guys. If you guys follow me, I'm very spiritual. She is, and this is another facet to our amazing relationship that we share. So this is why we rock, and why we
yeah,
click. All right. So you have Made in China, Made in China home, Miss China's face painting. Uh, could you see yourself with another business venture in the works for you? Is there something in the works? What's going on? If there is any, or could you see it?
hmm. I have a couple of things I want to do
Ooh, ooh, I get
now.
chills.
So throw them out there right now, but there's a couple of things
Of course.
I do want to do. And it does include. too as well. I do want to go into business with some partners, so that's one thing I'm working on right now. So there's definitely
That's
I
good.
financial freedom. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of working. Anybody who said no, I'm lying. But I don't want to work for somebody. But there's some people who do genuinely love their job. That's not.
Not you. That's not you. You're a boss. You're a
Yeah,
leader.
I can't be controlled by another boss. It's just not in my blood.
I'm the same way.
That's not my purpose.
There you go, guys. There you go. Okay. Listen, guys. Before we go, Chyna, we're going to play a little closing game of Would You Rather.
Oh, I showed them my.
Show them, darling. Show them. Show them your greatness, please, please.
So as you know, we were snowed in, and I'm a weed head. I'm a pot head.
Respectfully.
I bought a roll up, but I lost it. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make a bong out of my hookah. So, you guys, that's what I did.
Ah.
All you do is you add a little water right here. You add your weed in here where you usually put the hookah tip. You add your weed in. So, let's get high real quick, guys.
Let's do let's do it on the Rise and Prime show. Let's take a hit, honey. Take a hit for me.
Okay. So put the weed in here. Because I was really high yesterday and like I felt like I was out this world.
Yes.
It was a great feeling. And I don't know about you guys, but like being an artist and smoking, I feel like it's a thought process. I smoke so that I can think.
Right. Guys, weed is it's actually a spiritual practice. It's a historical spiritual practice, guys. It's not just mindless recreational stuff. Okay, there's a meditation about it. Okay, for the judgmental people out there.
Right.
I want to educate you.
Mental. We're gonna get this going.
Let's do it.
So you put this right here. You light this up.
Mm-hmm. And there you have it.
Yeah.
The first official hit on the Rise and Prime show. Wow. How'd that go? Is it strong? Oh, look at her. She's hot.
For all my potheads, don't sleep on this hookah bong.
Right. Guys, you see the creativity in Chyna? Use your brain. Use your minds.
Use your minds. I'm telling you.
Right. Listen, I don't have my pen. I do have a little drink I've been sipping on all the episode, but yeah, this is amazing. This is surreal. This is surreal. I'm glad this is on my show. So we can like properly transition into Would You Rather. Okay. So I have a few questions for you. Okay. So let's get into it. So would you rather sell your business if a buyer wanted to purchase it for $1 million, or keep your business and work to get it to $1 million?
Because I wouldn't, a lot of people are frauds, and I see this in a lot of TV shows and movies. A lot of people sell their businesses to a white person, and they change their whole business. I would never want my name attached to something that is not me. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna keep my business and work towards that. And
well, there you go. I mean, I would do the same, guys. I would do the same.
Yeah.
All of what she said. I think you like this question. This is a pretty interesting question. So would you rather date Megan Thee Stallion or Coi Leray?
I love Meg, but definitely Coi Leray.
Coi wins it, guys. You know what? Just do Megan there because we all love Megan. We just all love her.
Love Meg, but she's free. I feel like Coi would be more into the lovable person I am. Mm-hmm. And so, I would be a crybaby.
Koi, if you're watching this, she may be shooting the shot, the three, the half court shot, the full court. Uh, would you rather lose? This is interesting. Would you rather lose the ability to lie or believe everything you're told? That's about when you highlight. Wait.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Right. I had to repeat it a million times to myself.
Maybe it backwards.
Huh?
Repeat it backwards.
Repeat it backwards. Would you would you believe everything you're told, or would you rather lose the ability to lie?
If
You got to answer it. All right, let me answer it. Let me answer it on my behalf. Okay. Listen. Oh my gosh. You know what? No. I can't do it. I can't do it. But for the sake of the show, I just rather believe everything I'm told. Because it says, would you rather lose the ability? Matter of fact, no. No, actually, no. It's I'd rather lose the ability to lie because I'm a
me,
truthful person.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is, guys. That's what we
You
meant
you
to say.
can still sit around a little bit and go. You don't have to lie, but you can finesse it a little
You
bit.
could finesse it. You could just go around and dance and do a little, yeah, and all of that stuff. There you go. You see how she's not here, guys. She's embodying who she is. She's not straight. She's gay. See, this is gay. You see, there's more flavor in just this.
Like dazzle, dazzle.
Razzle dazzle. Okay. Okay. So this is interesting. Would you rather be totally free or totally safe?
Totally safe.
Totally safe. Totally safe. You know what? I'm gonna go with totally free. I'm gonna go with totally free. Here's why.
And like safe, like as in like if I go in the middle of a shootout, I'm not
Totally
gonna
safe.
shot.
Totally safe. Yeah, I guess that means that. But it's something about freedom that transcends me. And I have to I guess I have to align with freedom, but I also would want to be safe, I guess, for the sake of the question. Though. So it's an interesting question.
I'm gonna go with the freedom.
Right. It either it's a very interesting question anyway. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we're living in that world already. We're embodying our free selves, but we're definitely not totally safe. But
No.
we've been managing, right?
Yeah,
We've been good.
yeah.
We're still alive, I think. Are we dead? Are we not? Like, what are we?
I think we're living. We're
We're
chilling.
living.
We're floating.
We're floating. Okay. Cool. Okay,
Yeah.
so last and final question. This is very interesting, and you better answer it wisely for those who are going to be watching. Okay, so wait, close one. Going to be watching. So, would you rather win $50,000 or let your best friend win $500,000?
Oh, that's a no-brainer. I'm letting Isis take that $500,000
Ah,
because at the that split it with me because that's just who she is. That's how we rock.
right.
So we both gonna be up.
There you go. I mean, yes, I would definitely let um, my best friends take the 500K.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that I let you do that. You split it with me, or you split a percentage. If you don't, it's all love. But just remember who put you on. All right, guys. That's it. That completes it. Chyna, this is amazing. This is historical. First of all, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here. I feel like you opened me up and I got to express myself. That's very therapeutic.
Yes, guys. Look at her. Look at her energy. It's just look at it. It's just transcending through the screen and everything. Like this was so amazing to get you on, guys. Just a little bit before we go. Like I was just like, But when I was starting the show, it's like, damn, I definitely want to get guests involved. I want that to be a running thing, and it almost didn't take too long, maybe more than a minute. And I said, my lovely dear Chyna, just everything about her, guys. If you don't love her after this video, there's something wrong with you. She's just everything. Like she just gives you every reason to love her. You know, she's just real raw, and she's just to the point. She works very hard, and she deserves everything that's coming to her. And this is why she has cemented in history as the first guest on the Rise and Prime show. So yes, yes, thank you. I know you said you were honored, but I'm honored.
I'm honored. Like I was very excited.
Yes. All right, guys. That's how we do it on the Rise and Prime show. Chyna, 1, 2, 3. On the count of 1, 2, 3, we're gonna say Rise and Prime.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. All right, bet. So 1, 2, 3.
Rise
and Prime.